Welcome back, everyone, to our Super Tuesday coverage here on the News Channel 5 network. We want to get right out to Cuthbert Langley once again, who's with the state Republicans Super Tuesday get-together at the Baker Donaldson building. And I know, Cuthbert, you have a special guest.
Yeah, Rory, we do right now. Just to kind of talk a little bit about the feeling of the party so far tonight, there really has been kind of a subdued emotion here as the numbers have begun rolling in. I'm joined right now with Brent Leatherwood. He's the executive director of the Tennessee GOP. Talk to us about your reaction so far with how things are going tonight.
Well, so far, actually, we've been told by the Secretary of State's office there are actually still people voting in several large counties in Tennessee. So under state law, if they are in line, they get to vote. And so we want those folks to stay in line and make sure that their voice is heard. Again, tonight it's all about making sure that you get delegates. So right now, 2 of our candidates are above our 20% threshold early in the night. And so we want to see if that holds, if maybe a 3rd candidate gets there. We'll see. But that's what tonight is about, getting delegates out of Tennessee.
And what's your reaction? It was really within a minute that the election was called for Donald Trump. Obviously not a winner-take-all state here, but what was your reaction to that tonight?
Just like in other states, we've seen that. He is tapping into some anger out there, and there is visceral anger at the grassroots level. Folks are fed up with the policies that are coming out of this White House. They want somebody to shake up the system, and that's what he's tapping into.
And obviously, he's been marred in controversy, so to speak, but not in losses. Is it concerning to you that eventually you guys may have to put your support behind Trump?
Well, I think you're talking about the controversy. Obviously, comments that where someone doesn't disavow the KKK, that's not helpful for anybody, and that has no room in the Republican Party. I think in very short order, he will disavow and he will correct that record. But at the end of the day, I know this. In November, we're going to put up a conservative alternative to Hillary Clinton, and we will make sure to defeat her and retake the White House for the Republican Party.
And right now, it's, Cruz and Rubio have been kind of neck and neck for second place. Obviously, Cruz right now in second place, still very early on. Do you think you're going to get to the point where one of them may have to step out and throw their support to the other candidate?
Yes, absolutely. We will get to that point where we start coalescing. I don't know if tonight is that point, just because, again, we're at a proportional stage in our primary calendar across the nation. That date is probably more like something like March 15th, where we turn the page and go over to winner-take-all states. And that will be a very pivotal night for coalescing behind 1 or 2 candidates.
Well, thank you so much for taking time. We really do appreciate it. So, Rory, you guys heard it. There's still voters out there tonight. So while we're seeing these numbers coming in, while we're seeing Donald Trump being declared the winner of Tennessee, there are still votes that have to be counted here tonight. Again, there are 58 delegates up for grabs here in Tennessee. They're getting some numbers in right now. It looks like Trump has 22 and Cruz has 9 of those delegates. Of course, those numbers can change as it's still very early on tonight. But you can get the sense here that it is kind of a subdued emotion. There really were no cheers, no applause, whereas with the Tennessee Democratic Party, you saw them immediately send out a statement saying how excited they were about Hillary Clinton clinching the win here in Tennessee. Not the case for the Tennessee GOP, so it'll be very interesting to see how things continue to pan out tonight. Rory?